Hello everyone and welcome back. These are the answer keys for class 10 science Karnataka board. Coming to the first question, the inner surface of solar cooker is coated with black paint. It is to absorb more heat because black paint absorbs complete visible spectrum. Second one, as pH value of neutral solution increases, neutral solution would have pH of 7. Increase in pH value means that basic property increases and also the number of OH minus ions increase. Third one, in the given figure of cotyledon, the parts labeled A and B respectively. Part A is plumule and part B is radicle. The plumule develops into primary shoot and the radicle develops into primary root. Next one, an object is kept at the center of curvature of concave mirror. The position and nature of image formed is. See, when the object is kept at center of curvature, it is an inverted object formed at C and also it would be of the same height. So object is formed at the center of curvature and it is inverted. Fifth one, the power plant in which natural source of energy is directly used to rotate turbines is. See, in all power plants like thermal power plant, nuclear power plant, and solar power plant. In thermal, it is again heat energy is converted into steam, and steam, the energy, kinetic energy of steam is converted back to electrical energy. And in case of nuclear power plants as well, you would have steam turbines. Basically, heat energy is used to boil water, and there is heat exchanger. Again, steam is generated to rotate turbines. But in hydroelectric power plant, unlike all the other power plants, the direct kinetic energy of water is used to rotate the turbines. Sixth one, an example of saturated hydrocarbon is saturated hydrocarbons are alkanes and they have general formula of CnH2n plus 2. Therefore, by applying the formula, we arrive at C2H6, which is ethane. Seventh one, the incorrect statement related to thyroxine hormone among the following statements. See, thyroxine is released by thyroid gland, and the incorrect statement would be that it is secreted by parathyroid gland. It definitely helps in fat metabolism. The deficiency leads to goiter and also iodine content. All these points are in coherence with the statement. Uh, so the only point that is left is it is secreted by parathyroid gland. Eighth one, the molecular formula of three carbon compounds which are homologous series are here. Homologous series, they have difference of CH to a group, but here all the groups that is given is they belong to CnH2n plus 2 group because there's difference of CnH2n plus 2 from each individual molecules that are given. Ninth one, iron ring is to be coated without electricity. You can use acid to coat iron ring. You can say that by placing iron in acid copper plating baths, which consist of CuSO4 or and H2SO4, then copper would be replacing iron. The SI unit of potential difference is nothing but voltage. So the SI unit is volt, and the instrument used to measure potential difference is voltmeter. 11th one, the rate of breathing in aquatic animals is much faster than terrestrial organisms. It is basically because their intake is dissolved oxygen, and whereas in the amount of oxygen in dissolved form is very less compared to free oxygen, which is available in air. 12th one, they've placed sodium and potassium in the same group, and they've given the formula for sodium sulfate as Na2SO4 and asked us to predict the formula for potassium sulfate, which will be K2SO4. Since they are in the same group, they'll have the same number of valence electrons. So the formula for potassium sulfate will be K2SO4. 13th one, they're asked us the advantages of biogas from farmers' perspective. So first thing is it is eco-friendly. It reduces soil and water pollution, which are primary things that a farmer would be dealing with. We can also say that the spent slurry can be used as manure. Biogas can also be used to produce electricity for far-reaching areas, especially where villages where electricity cannot be reached. 14th one has got me a bit off guard, and the question says the gene of a brown colored hair is recessive over gene for black colored hair. What is the color of a person who has inherited a gene for brown colored hair from mother and black colored hair from father? So they are basically asking us to predict the gene color of the baby. But I would say that it is not completely knowable without knowing the genotype of mother and father, because mother has brown color hair, so she can have a dominant brown and a recessive brown, and father has black color, so it should be uh, black all the way. Mother would not have this gene because uh, if black is represented, it should have ended up having black hair. So I feel there is 1:3 chance that the baby would have black color hair over brown color hair. 15th one, they've given the equation as CO plus H2 gives rise to copper and water. They're asking us what is oxidized and what is reduced. Here, hydrogen is being oxidized because oxygen is being added to hydrogen, and copper is being reduced. 16th one, they've given the figure and asked us the kind of current that is being produced. Here, since it is electromagnetic induction, we say it is induced current, or we can also say that it is eddy current according to Faraday. Whenever there is a change in magnetic flux linking with the coil, current is induced. 17th one, an agricultural scientist suggests the farmer to add lime powder to agricultural field. So they've asked us the reason for this, and we can say that it is to improve the condition of the soil, to increase pH content, and also to promote healthy growth of the plant. 18th one, it is about cold-blooded animals, and they've asked us why their body temperature is equal to uh, the body temperature of the environment. Uh, See, cold-blooded animals do not have mechanism to control their body temperature. So their body temperature is as their surrounding environment, and it is dependent upon their surrounding environment, and that is the reason why they bask. We all have seen crocodile basking in the sun. Next one, 19th one, draw the diagram of the apparatus to show that acid solution in water conducts electricity. Label the following parts. Here they've asked that that acid solution will conduct electricity. Basically, there is dissociation of H plus and OH minus ions, which leads to conduction of electricity because they act as charge carriers, and the circuit is complete and bulb glows. Next question is about reaction of zinc with H2SO4. So Zn plus H2SO4 gives rise to ZnSO4, and hydrogen gas is released, which burns with a flame. 20th one, the resistivity of manganese wire of length 1 meter is 1.84 into 10 to the minus 6 ohm at 20 degrees centigrade. If the diameter of wire is 3 into 10 to the minus 4 meter, what will be the resistance of the wire with temperature? So they have given resistivity as 1.84 and diameter as 3 into 10 to the minus 4, which is 0.3 into 10 to the minus 3, which is 0.3 mm. So we use the formula for resistance, which is R is equal to rho L by A, where rho is resistance, and area can be used as pi r square since it is a conductor, and area of cross section is pi r square. We arrive at R is equal to 26 ohm. 20th one or question. It's from electricity, and again they've given us the following diagram. Uh, Here there are three resistors, 2 ohm, 4 ohm, and another 4 ohm, which are in parallel. So reducing them, we get 1 ohm. So the entire circuit reduces to uh, where 1 ohm is in parallel with 5 ohm. So the series resistance which has to be added gives rise to 6 ohm, and also calculating current we get as 1 amp. 21st one, the flow of energy is unidirectional, and it cannot be sent back to the previous tropic levels. It is basically because the energy captured by autotrophs does not revert back to the solar input. Uh, the energy is then passed on to herbivorous, it cannot go back. And also further, the energy available at each tropic level gets diminished progressively. You can also talk about 10% rule uh, while answering this question. 22nd question. Which physical property of the following metals is used in the following situation? They've given gold for ornaments. Since gold is the most malleable and ductile metal, and it is also lustrous. It is used in preparing the ornaments. And they've asked us about nickel, why it is used in guitar strings. We say because nickel is sonorous, not only in guitar strings, it is also used in bugles and trumpets as well. 25th one, state Joule's law of heating and explain working of electric filament bulb. So Joule's law from English physicist and mathematician James Prescott Joule, and unit of energy named in his honor. So basically, Joule's law of heating states H is equal to I square RT, where you will have to say that heat is directly proportional to square of the current, resistance, and temperature for which T for time for which the current flows. But before that, if you can show that P is equal to VI and replace I as Q by T, and since the energy is, the power is for time T, and we can convert it to energy and say that H is equal to VIT, because most of the energy is being dissipated in the form of heat. 25th one is statement of Ohm's law. The potential difference V across a given conductor is directly proportional to the current provided temperature remains constant, that is V is equal to Ri. 26th one, they've asked us the reaction to balance it when barium chloride is added to aluminum sulfate. We get AlCl3 and barium sulfate BaSO4, which is a double displacement reaction. It's also precipitation reaction. 27th one, they've asked about significant function of each structure of human male reproductive system. So it basically consists of penis, scrotum, testes, epididymis. Epididymis, I don't think 10th it's required, but vast difference is. So penis is a channel that transports semen and urine. Scrotum is the thick sac that protects testes. Testis is used for producing sperms and also testosterone. Epididymis collects sperms from testes and also provides an environment for the maturation of sperms. Vas deferens is a firm tube that transports sperms from epididymis. Next one, they've asked about the functions of structure and function of placenta. So, structure, it is a composite structure made of embryonic material and maternal tissue. Uh, Functions, you can say it attaches the fetus to uterine wall. It provides nutrients for the developing fetus or developing embryo, and also it removes the waste products from the fetus into the mother's blood. It is You can also add other features like it is rich in blood vessels, helps in exchange of materials from fetus to mother and mother to fetus. Next one, they've asked what is addition reaction. So in an addition reaction, in which two or more molecules combine to form a bigger molecule. Example, C2H4 plus Br2 would give us C2H4Br2. Substitution reaction, it is a chemical reaction in which one functional group is replaced by another functional group. You can add example of CH3Cl with OH minus ions, which gives rise to CH3OH and Cl is obtained. And also most of the time chlorine would undergo substitution reaction. Next, they're asking us C2H6 undergoes substitution reaction and not addition reaction. Why? C2H6 is basically an alkane, and property of alkanes are they do not exhibit addition reaction. 29th one is about cleansing action of soap. So you can say that most of the dirt is oily in nature, and soaps are salts of sodium and potassium long chain carboxylic acids. In case of soaps, you can say that the carbon chain dissolves in oil and the ionic end dissolves in water, forming structure called micelles, which is another important keyword. So one end is towards the oil and the other end faces outside. This forms an emulsion and it can be removed by washing. Uh, Also, other part of the question is more soap is required in hard water. See, hard water have salts like calcium and magnesium, and they negate the effect of ions from the soap. So this effect is rendered neutral. So more soap is required to produce leather. 29th one, building crescent-shaped earthen embankment in level terrain is better than construction of large dams across. The river to store water, analyze this statement with their effects. See, basically, what are the advantages of building an embankment is that it is local specific and the benefits are localized, giving people control over their water resources. And it does not create large scale destruction of ecosystem where a dam would have been constructed. And also, local people and villages will not be displaced, and money has not to be spent on the rehabilitation. And also, you can say that forest and endemic species are not destroyed. 30th one, from light, and they've asked that an object is kept on principal axis of a concave mirror of focal length 12 centimeter. If the object is at 18 centimeters, so they're telling that focal length is 12 and object is kept at a distance of 18 centimeters from the mirror. Calculate image distance, determine the nature of the image formed by calculating the magnification produced by the mirror. So by applying mirror formula, which is 1 by f is equal to 1 by u plus 1 by v, and also taking f as negative because the focal length of concave mirror would be negative, and also object distance is negative because it is kept in front of the mirror. So we arrive at image distance v as minus 36 and magnification as minus 2. 30th one, or so the question says a doctor prescribed corrective lens of power minus 0.5 d. Once we know it is the power is minus, we know it is a concave lens. We'll calculate the focal length as 1 by power and arrive at focal length of minus 200 centimeter for correcting distant vision. Next one is a diagram of heart, and they have asked us to label aorta and pulmonary vein. So we have pulmonary vein and aorta. Next question is about convex lens, and they are telling that the object is placed between f(n) to f(1). We have to determine the nature of the object. So the nature is the object is formed beyond 2f(1), and also it is inverted and uh, magnified. Next question, they have given oxygen and sulfur. They've given the atomic number as 8 and 16, and they're asked us why they can be placed in group in the same group, and which is more electronegative, and also the electronic configuration of the element. So we know oxygen would be 2,6 and sulfur is 2,8,8, and they belong to oxygen family, which is group 16. And also about electronegativity. See, electronegativity is the property by which an atom would attract its electrons to itself. So since sulfur has bigger atom, the electrons are placed further apart and the force of attraction is less. Therefore, sulfur is more electronegative. 34th question. They've given the diagram and asked what are the structures labeled as A and B, and why such structures are said to be more efficient. So structure A would be sensory neuron, structure B would be effector, which is the muscle. Why are these structures more effective is because the reflex arcs which are evolved uh, because the thinking process is not fast enough, and they help us to respond to stimuli whenever the need arises. And also the function of sensory neuron is it transmits information from receptors. 35th one is difference between calcination and roasting. So we say calcination is when carbonate ores are converted into oxides, and roasting is when sulfide ores are converted into oxides. And calcination happens in limited supply of air, and roasting in excess of air. And they were also asked to use this chemical equations in extraction of zinc. So we have roasting where the sulfide ore is roasted in presence of oxygen to give ZNO where it is reduced to zinc oxide. And also during for carbonate ores we use calcination and reduce it to zinc oxide. But this zinc oxide has to be further reduced to obtain zinc in metallic form. Therefore, we use reducing agent as coke to reduce zinc oxide to zinc metal. 36th question, they have asked us to trace the magnetic field lines with the help of compass. So basically, you will place the compass such that the magnetic North Pole and South Pole are aligned along with the North Pole and South Pole of the bar magnet and start tracing out and form the complete uh, path around which the needle is deflected uh, on a plain paper, and you trace out, you explain the same activity. Next question, they have asked about dihybrid cross, and they've asked us about the ratio of the kind of seeds that are obtained. So we know the ratio in dihybrid cross is 9 is to 3 is to 3 is to 1. 37th question, they're asking about evolution. They've asked us to define evolution. So we can say that it is a process by which living organisms are believed to have been developed from an earlier form. It is the change in characteristics of a species over several generations that relies on process of natural selection or continental drift. What is the evidence of evolution? We can say we know evolution has happened because of fossils, because of similar structure and same anatomy in the structures. And also in embryology, we can find out that evolution of embryo is similar even in diverse group of species. 38th question. Explain the experiment conducted by Newton to show that white light contains 7 colors, and also why sun appears reddish during sunrise and sunset and white during noon. So for this, you'll show the dispersion of white light and formation of spectrum when light passes through prism. And also you'll be talking about that Newton used a small hole such that he could obtain a fine beam of light which, when passed through prism, produced the spectrum on the screen. And uh, you would be drawing the prism with splitting of white light into the components, that is BIBGYR, and show that this is the spectrum of white light, and this phenomena is called as dispersion. When talking about reddish color of sky during sunrise and sunset, you'll say that the distance traveled by light during sunrise and sunset is more as compared to light when it is overhead, and also more when it is covering more distance. Large number of light particles are scattered, and only red light reaches the observer. And when it is overhead, there is less scattering of light. Thank you.